want to welcome our mayor, city council members, Summit, and Sawyer LLC partners, and other dignitaries that are present. We also welcome fellow pastors, our church members, sister churches, our neighbors, and community leaders. Our church has been located on Sawyer Road for over 50 years. We are a tree of life rooted in the community where lives blossom and love grows. You can imagine that with our longevity, we have witnessed the numerous challenges that have existed on Sawyer Road. Things like unemployment, illiteracy, lacking easily accessible food opportunities, youth services, decent and affordable housing, and predatory lending. Sawyer Road was once considered the worst and most dangerous street in the city of Raleigh. The word on the street was always, stay off of Sawyer Road. It was a haven for gun violence, crime, drug dealing, illegal sale of alcohol and vice. It was nothing to hear automatic gunfire during our worship service, or personally shut down prostitution on the very ground that we're standing on while witnessing the hopelessness in the faces of those women that were trapped in the sex trade. But by God's amazing grace, we have participated in this struggle with our community to make a difference in the world, forming numerous partnerships along the way. Shama Winds to our right was a tax credit rehab that was done in 1997, which was the epicenter of the aforementioned problems before the rehab. Our partnership with Fred's Mills, Mills Construction, and United Properties, by God's grace, has changed the lives of many people, 32 families at a time. We also had partnerships with Raleigh Police Department, an initiative called Choice that is creating hope and opportunities in communities everywhere. Or SOAR 110, which was a gang abatement initiative, wherein we were able to take young men that were in gangs or at risk of joining gangs. We had a 90% success rate of graduation, and 70% of them were able to find jobs. We also were involved in Weed and Seed, which was weeding out the criminal element and seeding in more positive things within our community, such as intervention, prevention, treatment, and neighborhood revitalization. We also have a soccer league, our partnership with Christ the King Presbyterian Church, a soccer league that reaches young men, teaching them about things like fair play and getting ready for school. However, we are witnessing gentrification of our communities as prices skyrocket for the now prime real estate. People that have historically lived in South Park and South Central are forced to seek housing opportunities elsewhere. Over 154 families that live in this community will get a chance to stay in this community. We recently celebrated Easter Sunday, which was the resurrection of Christ. But today marks another resurrection, a resurrection of Sawyer Road. However, this resurrection is much more than just brick and mortar. It takes a village to raise a child, but it takes the church to raise a village. Historically, I think that we've learned that building buildings is not enough, but there must be spiritual, economical, and relational investment. Spiritual investment from our churches, relational investment from those that we partner with, and economic investment. We believe that Summit will be a stepping stone to home ownership, a furtherance of scholastic achievement, business development through grant funding, credit repair, and financial mentoring, business and economic development, social investment, and youth services as we strive together to raise that village by listening, learning, assessing, and working together to create those relational opportunities. Something unique is taking place on Sawyer Road. The word summit is defined as the highest point of a mountain, its peak. The summit at Sawyer represents the peak of new beginning. There is also another mountain in the community, and that is Mount Pleasant, the peak of spirituality, with Shama Winds, which was done in 1997. Shama meaning the Lord is there, blowing new life within our community. So when you put it together, some amazing things are happening on this street. Some amazing things beyond just affordable housing, but being able to provide those wraparound services to build that community. Sawyer Road is experiencing a resurrection today, a new beginning, a new start. And in so many ways, we may ask the question, can we succeed? I say that we already are.